What are the sexually relevant parts of the brain? Now, what was interesting in that set of studies is that there is no one sex center of the brain. It's a network of several areas in the brain that seem to operate together. It connects the middle frontal gyrus is, again, the person essentially trying not to react while they're in the brain scanner. The area in the middle, the insula and opercula, are about sensory integration. The superior and inferior parietal lobules are about movement or about thinking about movement. And the occipital cortex is about vision. So if you put those together, those are just individual aspects of what a person in a brain scanner watching porn is thinking. Yes, the visual areas are lighting up quite strongly. The motor areas are imagining the interacting with whatever the subject of the film is. The sensory integration is, of course, the sensory integration, and the frontal lobe part, the inhibition areas, are the person, don't react, don't react, don't react, just kind of sit still while they're in the scanner watching porn. Now, this blue spaghetti kind of diagram was the result of the result of an anatomical study that was looking at the superior occipital frontal fasciculus. And what that study showed was the different areas of the brain that connect, that network together the sex area, are all connected by the superior occipital frontal fasciculus. That can't be a coincidence. I mean, in theory it could be a coincidence, but really what it looks like is the thing that goes wrong is that there's a problem not in the sex center, but in the network that altogether is responsible for identifying what in the environment is a potentially sexual object. It's almost like there's a literal cross-wiring. Humans, of course, have many social instincts. They include the 4 F's. They include, when you meet a person who's an alpha male, you either run away or obey them. If you're a child, there's natural instincts for learning. If you're a parent, there's a natural instinct for parenting. When you meet sexually interesting people, that's a natural social instinct. It's as if, this is a metaphor, not a conclusion, it's as if there's a literal cross-wiring, and when the person perceives a child, the brain, instead of triggering the nurturant instincts, is triggering the sexual instincts. It's cross-wired. At least that's a very, very helpful way so far to look at it that explains the data. So it looks like in pedophiles this white matter is underdeveloped, so the correct set of stimuli is not triggering the correct, I'll say correct, is not triggering the correct instincts.